What's up, everyone? This is your boy Krusty Pickles, and this will be my first unboxing video ever. Now, as promised, I said I was going to start bringing more stuff to the channel, not just gaming anymore. I'm going to be doing automotive, maybe some cooking shows. I did a couple food reviews. It's basically going to just be about life in general and what makes me happy. And for today, what we're going to do is we're going to unbox these CT Sounds 6.5-inch Strato series component speakers. They're going to be going in my Audi. Cue the video on that one. And the reason why I got these is because, well, one, I want a good clean sounding sound system for my car. I'm trying to go for sound quality over massive quantities of bass on this one. These, I believe, are probably like an entry level into the CT Sounds because they were probably the cheapest pair that I could find on the CT Sounds website. I think they were going for like $70 or $80 per pair. I got two sets, so I should have 4 6.5s with 4 tweeters and 4 crossovers. It's a full component set. The crossovers I don't necessarily want to use, but I'm going to use them for temporary until I can get myself a good quality sound processor. Also, I'm going to be running these off the factory Audi amp, as my Audi did come with the Bose system that has the amp in the trunk. Currently that's still hooked up. Yes, I still have the little 6-inch subs that I can't even hear because I have 2 10s in the trunk on an aftermarket amp. But I'll eventually get an aftermarket amp. Anyways, let's get with the boxing. So when you get the actual box, you'll get this right here. It's a pretty clean looking box. No frills, but I kind of like that. To me, that seems a little bit more classy. You have your, CT Sounds brand right here. The model type right here, and this is the actual Strato series. Box seems pretty cool. Of course, they got to advertise their little, website. That's where you can go. Not a sponsor, by the way. Let's see. Just general stuff telling you it's made in China, but it's got a picture of the USA for some reason. Designed and engineered in the United States, made in China. All right. And then here you have like all your technical specs. Mounting depth and all that stuff, wattage, all that stuff. Let me go ahead and flip it around so I can read it. RMS wattage is 75 watts. I'm assuming that's per speaker. Max power is 150 watts. Tweeter size is 3/4 inch. I think they said it was like 19 millimeter or something like that. Magnet size is 19 by 15 millimeters. Not sure what that is in inches. I'm still used to standard measurements. Magnet weight, 14 ounces. Frequency response, and I'm assuming this is for the full set. It's 50 hertz to 20 kilohertz. SPL's roughly about 88 decibels. Impedance is 4. That's the only problem I have with running it in my Audi is my Audi's stock system is the door speakers are rated at 2 ohms. That's just the way Bose did it, I guess. So these might actually drop the power of my amp a little while. We'll see how it goes. Crossover point, 3.5 kilohertz. Tweeter type, silk dome tweeter. And the cone material is an IMPP cone with MDR surround. Now, let's go ahead and we'll get to the unboxing if I can find the actual... There we go. Alright. So, open this up. And the first thing we have is a box right here. I'm assuming this is tweeter, so let's go ahead and set this one to the side. And we'll go ahead and unbox this part right here. Alright, so we open this up. And what you got your 2 crossovers here. 2 tweeters here. And then you have your flush mount mount there, and you have, I guess they call it a side mount, where you can kind of angle it, and it's not sunk into the door. It's just kind of like a pod sticking out of wherever you mount it. So you have one of those per tweeter. Let me go ahead and open this up. Now, I have seen some other people do unboxings of CT Sounds products before with the component setups. And usually, as you can see this one right here, this is the tweeter. It's got the wires right here with the plugs, as you can see right there. And that's pretty cool. The only problem I see with it is, on other unboxing videos, I've seen that CT Sounds has actually provided you with a little spare wire to actually run to these, and they already have the proper ends to plug on here. I don't know if they just forgot to put that in mind, or they don't really include them. Maybe some people just got lucky, I don't know. But they're not included with my kits. I've already opened one just to make sure that UPS didn't damage or anything. And everything looks to be intact. They did give mounting hardware, which is pretty cool. Let me open this because they included something that I didn't think they would include. And that's these little, I don't know what you call them really, but I've used them before. They're these little like clips that you go around the sheet metal with. Like if you drill a hole or the hole's too big, you can go around the sheet metal at the edge, stick the screw in here, and it's just small enough on this side to where the threads will catch, and this will clamp down on the metal, giving you a good anchor point. I thought that was pretty cool that they included those. So anyway, like I said, you got these tweeters. This is the side mount kit. It's got the little spring in there so you can go a little bit directional. When it's actually in there, you can kind of aim it a little bit. The mounting part is right there, so it's going to kind of sit a little crooked. You can aim it in the direction you want it to go. All right, this is the one I'm going to be using most likely, and this is the flush mount kit. Basically, drill a hole and mount this in from the outside, and then you'll take these rings that they provide and kind of squish it down in there like a sandwich so that this piece stays in. And then this part will kind of, in a way, screw. It's just got like some little tabs that click into place, and that's what holds the tweeter in. Again, it's got the little spring there, so it'll keep tension so you can kind of have a little half-ass aiming. You could also mount it right there. It's got the mounting screws right there just in case. All right. Now, if we go on to the crossovers, I like the way these look. It'd be pretty cool to show them off, but these are just old technology. It's pretty cool to have these like being shown. And as far as I know, they work. I think they're called passive crossovers. If you pull this cover off, you'll see just the little stuff. You've got the tweeter goes here, woofer goes here, input goes here. So you'll run your actual door speaker wire here. The 6 inches will come off of here, and then your tweeters will come off of here. And this just separates the signal so you don't have bass going to your tweeters, and it might cut out some of the high range so you're not blowing out your voice coils or whatever with too high of a deal on your 6s. So let's go ahead and put that back together. We'll move on. All right, now on to the 6.5s. These are the actual part that I needed to replace because one of the factory Bose speakers, I think it's the passenger front, is starting to make like a cracking sound at low volume. And I'm thinking there's probably something like dirt or dust or something in the voice coil. Anyways, it sounds horrible. Even though the factory system actually does sound pretty good. For what it is, it sounds pretty good. I'll give it that. But it's time to move on to some aftermarket stuff. So when we open these up, you're greeted with the 6s. We'll go ahead and pull those out. Set this again to the side. And we will go ahead and figure out how to unwrap this bad boy. Little tape holding it together. Alright, so when you pull it out, a very decent looking grill. I really like that. I'm thinking I might implement that into the design. I'm going to try to mount them temporarily in the factory way so that I could just get some good sounds, and later on I'll go ahead and make a fiberglass door pod to hold these, a set of their 4-inch tweeters and the tweeters that I just showed you. And then I'll probably use these grills once that time happens. Now when you come here to the actual speaker, the speaker itself online looked a little better quality made. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trashing on the quality of this. It's still a good quality from what I can see. It's just I thought that this surrounding was maybe a little different. Like it almost looks like it was all molded in one, if that makes any sense. I'm not quite sure how to say it. Also online, I wasn't expecting it to be so shiny. Online, the pictures almost resembled like kind of like a carbon fiber look. Might not necessarily be carbon fiber, but that's what I thought they were. Nonetheless, still pretty good quality looking speaker. Just a little shinier than I thought it would be, as you can see the little reflections in there. Alright, and if you flip it over, the one thing I do like is these kind of terminals. It's the push terminals. You push it down, stick your wire, or if you've got the ends on them that fit in there, you put those in there, and it holds it down. It's not like the little clip-on deals like you get on the normal aftermarket speakers where you got to get like a, what do they call it, some kind of female connector that slides on there. I forget what it is. I like the fact that they got that. Some people might not like it, but I do. And then you've got your magnet, and it's actually surrounded by what feels like rubber, so that might be a pretty good thing. And it's got the little CT Sounds thing stamped in there, as you can see. It's 3-dimensional. It's not just etched in there. It actually pops out. But yeah, and then as you can see right there, let me go on this one right here. As you can see right there, it'll focus. I think it might actually be backwards. Let's see. It's hard to focus. Anyways, 4 ohm impedance. Model is the Strato 6.5-inch component. RMS power is 75 watts and max power is 150 watts. Yeah, man, I dig it. I dig it. I hope these sound pretty good. I'm gonna try to get an installation video up hopefully soon. I'm gonna try to install these tomorrow. I'll film it then. As long as everything goes right, I went to Walmart, picked up some speaker wire so I could actually extend these out, extend the factory wires out to the passive crossover, and that way I can actually run them the way they're supposed to be run with the crossover. And hopefully I'll get that done. I'm going to do it cheap. I'm not going to do it the way you're supposed to do it. Yes, I'm going to be kind of like Hack Job with, butt connectors and stuff, but that's just temporary until I can get tools and all the resources to actually hook it up properly. So during the following video where I install it, don't take this as a serious how-to. That's just me getting it set up as a temporary solution. I just want a better sound in there right now. It's nothing that I would do for any person that might be paying me to do it. I would actually do it proper with, any connections that I do. I'd be soldering and shrink wrapping and stuff like that. I know the proper ways to do it. I'm just not going to do it right now. I just need to get it temporarily installed so I can get some sounds going. But yeah, so that's been my unboxing of the CT Sounds Strato 6.5-inch component set. Ordered 2 sets. They were about 160 bucks shipped to my door. I'll give my honest review on them when I do my install and listen to it. But until then, hope you enjoyed the unboxing video. Maybe I'll do some more in the future for future products like I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing probably a full CT Sounds setup in the Audi. I also got my Volkswagen that I need to work on, and I'm thinking about doing a spray bomb graffiti paint job on my little shit beater that I use as a daily driver sometimes. So look for that. And until next time, have a good day. Peace.